And let me tell you, I had to train myself to throw things away. If it's not useful, get rid of it. Open floor space is way more valuable than keeping a bucket of trinkets. Well, we're finally back in the shop. It's springtime. There's garden projects going on, yard projects, and the kids want to play outside. And they've been playing in here too, learning some tools and whatnot. And not exactly sure what's going on there, but hey, they're in here. They're messing with tools. They're learning stuff. It's all good. My time in here has been spent organizing and cleaning, as you can see. If maybe you remember what this all looked like, this was all stacked with, well, everything in the buckets and bins here, plus a bunch of scrap that I've already thrown away and a bunch of stuff that I've moved into that room around the corner there. Now, I'm going to do my best to keep this neat. I've thrown away a lot of stuff that you'd look at and go, oh, well, it's still useful. Well, it might be useful material. Well, it might be good material. It might not be useful. And if I can't find a use for it, it's just going to go in the bucket. It's going to go in the bin. It's gone. Done. Now, the ultimate goal is to get this table right here, my welding table that's filled with crap, into this room here, which you may have seen a little bit here and there in the past. This is now a packed gravel floor. This will be my grinding room. So I got a couple storage shelves here, and most of this came from under that table. It's just loosely organized right now. It's not real great. It's not going to stay this way. I actually don't know what I'm going to use these shelves for sure, because a lot of this stuff that's good is going to go on that table again. Because what I want to do is build steel racks inside that table and stack materials and keep them all right there. So maybe I'll keep this open for, stuff like exhaust pieces and oddball shapes, and maybe, I don't know, those are kind of bonus right now. So a lot of this will not stay there. Now these bolt bins, the second set of bolt bins I have, I'm going to try and do something like what you see here. All of these small pieces of material. Anytime you're like, oh, I just need a short piece of, 1/2-inch rod or whatever, right? Just short chunks. I think it's going to work. We're going to have to try it and find out. This is probably not how it's going to be laid out, but I got 2 of these. So all my tube and pipe and rod and angle iron can be in here. And then I've been collecting scrap cut pieces that will go in here. And those are all, let's see, drops from the laser cutter at work and anything small that's useful. So that's kind of a weird shape, but it's just these little guys. These are useful as gussets, right? I don't want to lose them in that big pile of stuff because they were in the bottom here and I didn't even know I had them. Those are nice little pieces of, 11 gauge or something. So small stuff like that can go in those, in the little bins. I don't know what else I'm going to put in there. This is all, well, except for a few things in the loft. This is all really going to be focused on metal fabrication. So the table will be right here in the center. I'm going to stick air compressor probably over here. I'm going to shift the shelves over, and I got some more scrap stainless I'll put down. I'm going to park my MIG welder right here. So it can be used in this room at the table. I can easily wheel it around the corner and in the work on the Mustang. Because, yeah, this floor is pretty nice. I'm eager to test it out. But even though it's packed down hard, it was wet when we put it in. Even though it was packed down hard, anytime you're going to roll something with small wheels, it's going to suck. This is going to be how it is. So being able to get the welder easily in here will be nice. And hopefully in the future, I will have a TIG welder to keep in here for use on the car, and keep the MIG in here and grinder and all that nasty crap that just makes a mess. All that mess can go in here. Just pack it down in there. Doesn't matter. I'll never have to sweep it. Not that this floor is particularly beautiful, but the cleaner it is in there, the easier it is to work on cars. It's just going to be better. This is a table saw top, cast iron. The saw was, it's questionable at best, but that top looks really, really flat. So I'm going to clean it up, get the rust off of it. That's going to be my fixture table, and it'll go on top of the weld table here. That is way flatter and way more rigid than the top of my welding table. This thing is great, but it's only 1/4 inch thick, and you can see it's already bent. It's got some gouges. So I think having that plate will be a nice addition, and I can put clamps around the edge. I can put clamps through that hole in the middle. Yeah, we'll try that out in the near future. Now, you may have noticed that this door is just, it's not even 3 feet wide. This one's not quite 3 feet wide. This is the access through the big sliding doors outside. I can park my truck outside here. This is power equipment and bikes and whatnot. So what do I do if I got something big to bring in here? Too big for the door or too cumbersome for the door? Well, let me show you. If you're sharp, you can already see the hinges right there. I think I only have one bolt in here right now. Oh, I do have two. There's a couple up here and a couple down there, and I can open up this whole thing. And it's 55 inches wide. So I could roll a lawnmower in here. I could roll a four-wheeler in here. This is how I'm gonna have to get my welding table in, because it's too wide for that door. So, yeah, that actually turned out really well. And let me tell you, if you're doing anything like this, if you're doing construction, get yourself a laser level, wherever mine is. Because this has to be one of the best doors I've ever put up. And it's basically because I was able to use my laser. Of course, I can't do it while I'm holding it, but I was able to use my laser and put it right on those hinges and get them all in line, and it worked freaking awesome. It was great. It was the easiest door I've ever put up, and it's easily the biggest door I've put up. These don't cost a lot. This is, I'm sure this one's less than $50. It was a gift, so I don't know exactly how much it was. I didn't bother to look it up, but they're too handy if you're doing any kind of work. This is going to be useful on the Mustang too, because we're going to cut holes in the back of it for the tail lights, and I want to make sure that they're level with each other, because the car's level. This will be able to project a line across the back. Let's go do that a second. Yeah, check that out. Look at that. I can set her on the back of the car. I can line these up. I'm sure you've seen some, well, if you've been around, I'm sure you've seen the 3D printed parts. I have my new, that's not it. I have my new taillight light sources. These look really nice. And I've been going through multiple iterations of lenses and bezel combinations to put on here. We are getting close enough that I had templates cut out so we can get in here and remove some material. So I am excited about that. I've been dreaming about this for a couple years now, several years actually, since I got this project. And now we are almost at the point of cutting material out, printing final pieces, and putting them in. I have spent the last couple months putting real effort and real thought into the final design of the lights. And I think I'm at a point where I'm happy with the design. So now we got to try and make them. Some 3D printed parts that will sand up and paint, and some 3D printed parts that will be used as a mold for urethane tail light lenses. So we will get this style lens, right? And I'm not going to do the wild patterns like the OEMs did. Well, I don't think so. That's one piece I'm still not sure of, is what the texture is going to be. You know, that's obviously a trailer light, but it's a lot cleaner look. Yeah, that's one of the last things I have to figure out. Like that's a OEM Ford part. This is a reproduction part out of polycarbonate. They look pretty good. Even when you use one of these lights, it scatters the light pretty well. I just don't know if that's what I want to see. So yeah, that's one of the last pieces to figure out. We will be on that as soon as I can. Of course, finishing the cleanup and the move is the biggest part of this. And let me tell you, I had to train myself to throw things away. If it's not useful, get rid of it. Open floor space is way more valuable than keeping a bucket of trinkets that you know you're not going to use. Come on, be realistic. I should really do another round of tossing crap. Like, what am I going to use this for? It's a piece of stainless. Yeah, the bend's okay. It's kind of hammered along one edge. I'm not putting stainless on the car. Maybe it'll be useful somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I could just toss it. I should toss this. This was a piece out of the back of the car. Like the back, what is it called? I'm not going to get to it now. It's a piece out of the car. I don't need it. I really don't think I need it. There, it's gone. If you're sitting there hemming and hawing about what to get rid of, and you're holding a piece in your hand like, well, I think, I don't know, toss it. That little piece of metal is not worth the hassle. And if you need a small piece like that, just go get one. It's only a few dollars. You're not buying a full sheet, which I have remnants of large sheets there. Look how rusty this crap is. Like, I should probably just get rid of that, because I know I will never clean that up well enough to be used on the car. It's too easy to get hung up on. It's too easy to get hung up on saving a few dollars. And what do I get for trying to save a few dollars is a shop full of crap I don't need. This is so much better. Mike, if you're watching this, I don't see you throw near enough stuff in the garbage. Show me what you got, Mike. I know there's stuff you can throw away. Just get rid of it. Okay. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you soon, I hope. Time for videos is at a premium because this is what I'm spending my free time on. Videos are secondary, tertiary, I don't know, whatever level we're at. But this room is a priority when I'm out in the shop right now. So I got to rig up an exhaust fan, find a home for the bins. I put my long material there. I got some 10 footers of square tube, rectangle tube. They're going to go there. Bins against the wall, air compressor, welder, probably the drill press. Get the table in here. And oh yeah, I still don't have outlets. I have lights, but I don't have outlets yet. So, I mean, yeah, got an extension cord, but we need outlets in here, and I need a welder outlet, so that means heavy gauge 3-conductor wire. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time.